Set against the natural beauty of southwestern Nova Scotia, Windhorse Farm, a sustainable forestry, farm and retreat centre under the stewardship of the Drescher family, played host to over 40 researchers, community members and government workers for 3 days to officially kick off a 5-year research project to activate policy change for community food security. Sharing the meeting space of a traditional Mongolian yurt, the Community University Research Alliance, or CURA, employed a participatory hosting practice to help extract the group's ideas on community food security, find clarity in decision-making, and build a solid shared vision for the project. The first day was devoted to preparing the soil and getting to know each other better. Patty Williams from the Mount and Christine Johnson of the Nova Scotia Food Security Network, co-leads on the project, welcomed the group and highlighted a lot of the work that has already been done up to this point that brought us all together on this project. Also discussed were some of the givens, including the fact that we will be working in a participatory way over the next 5 years and some of the founding pieces captured in the original proposal. Kim Barrow, one of our hosts, also outlined some of the tensions with the ways we want to work together. We are straddling the two worlds of community and university, building relationships versus producing tactile results, and breaking from traditional decision-making structures to one that involves more participation. As an exercise in getting to know each other, we grouped up in threes and decided on a headline for the question, what inspired you to join the CURA?
I'm Karen LeBlanc, and I was with Tiny and Anna.
Yep.
And we didn't have a headline, but mine would be, Old Timers are still here.
Peter Andre from Carleton University outlined Policy 101 for the larger group to help us understand the task ahead, changing policy in regard to community food security.
But I think a lot of the answer is actually the fact that we're together here today.
Tim Mary, another host, led the group through the two loops concept of paradigm shift, or changing the traditional ways of thinking about something. We are at a period where the old ways and new ways are coexistent. Even though we are all at different places in our thinking, we have to be respectful where others may be and where we may be going. Day 2 once again started in the now familiar surroundings of the yurt. We began planting the seeds with a team building exercise in which we were asked to move around into the empty spaces of the yurt and stop as a group without talking. Building on the now positive energy from this exercise, Shelley Moran then led us through 3 rounds of Cura Cafe, a modified version of World Cafe discussion to further solidify the shared vision of the Cura. World Cafe allows people to discuss in small groups where they feel more at ease, eventually answering the larger question, what is the Cura's unique role in fulfilling a vision of food security in Nova Scotia?
CURA works with local communities to further identify, understand, and take action on barriers to community food security.
Get more people engaged to nourish and maintain momentum, and underpinning that on the backside is make the issue come alive with people's stories.
CURA will help amplify and broaden the conversation around food and strengthen community capacity and responses using participatory approaches.
Points to share and articulate a vision of a just, sustainable community food system, to build a web of relationships between communities, marginalized communities, food providers, and consumers, to develop a strategy on this base to realize the vision, and to work collaboratively with others in Nova Scotia and beyond.
To nourish relationships that show community food security in action, and to understand and share the success stories with others to build momentum towards community food security across Nova Scotia.
CURA creates the conditions for communities to be innovative, take risks, make mistakes, learn, knowing that they are supported by the larger community.
To build support and strengthen relationships, to hold meaningful conversations, to model the change we want to see, all to build understanding.
Solutions that are practical and beneficial to communities. No jargon.
Back in the yurt, Colleen Goggin talked to the group about a key piece of our work, evaluation. She highlighted the model of outcome mapping.
And what we want from the CURA project is an evaluation that's meaningful.
The rest of the day was devoted to open space, in which anyone can call a discussion on a topic or issue they feel needs to be discussed. Individuals that are drawn to that topic will naturally participate in those discussions, while others may float or bumblebee between topics. In topics ranging from communication to the actual structure of the Cura, the farm was filled with lively, meaningful discussion. Tim led the group through another team-building exercise to kick off the morning of the third and final day of the Cura gathering. Walking with our eyes closed, no hands to guide us, we were left to the guidance of the larger group. Just like working on a participatory research project, a lot of our trust lies in the hands of our peers. We then reflected on the outcomes of all the open space discussions on the previous day, covering everything from knowledge mobilization to how to connect the working groups. Our trust was left in the group to call the discussions that needed to be called, allowing us to cultivate some meaningful topics. We were then led through one final round of open space, with the intention of focusing our discussions from the day before to get them ready for next steps and action items or decision making by the larger group in the afternoon. To finish out the gathering, the group met in the round to make a few key decisions. Patty Williams presented a proposed restructuring of the key decision-making body of the Cura to better involve communities and facilitate a participatory approach to our research. Usually a heavy topic to achieve total endorsement on, the group came to swift and unanimous agreement to accept this new structure. The group then reviewed almost 2 days of open space discussion around identifying the case communities. Debate surrounding this topic was meaningful and passionate. Unfortunately, the group ran out of time, but the work that needs to be done in this area became clearer and will be taken up after the gathering. Overall, everyone felt the gathering was a success, and we managed to come a long way in solidifying a vision and structure, giving feedback and suggestions for our visual identity, and making some headway on a larger discussion on picking case communities to start researching what everyone was passionate about, impacting policy for improved food security in Nova Scotia and beyond.
Cafe Fora, vision of food in Nova Scotia and beyond. Creating the bonds between us necessary to lead at this scale. Face-to-face now will support our later email. In the months and years to come, as we witness the rising of the sun which has begun right here, we get clear. Here's what you had to say on this sunny August day. Food is a community builder, a welder. Everyone entering healthy amounts of healthy food. An engaged public, food for all the call. Public investment in infrastructure, including regulation that heals the rupture between producer and eater. Marketing based on trust, a must, not regulation. Reclaiming our food system, we've owned it, we've grown it. Ecologically sound. Sane food policy abounds. Connections supporting local food systems. Dealing with poverty is a key wisdom. Food is a part of a bigger picture. We have to shift it all to really drink the elixir. Systems change, not charity. Getting beyond our mindsets of disparity. Monsanto goes broke. Kids can cook and look, they know the value of their food in their homes and in their community. Food security is a paradigm shift that can uplift how we view our food, a fundamental change in mood. Bring our farmers back. Access for everyone's lips. Relationships, social justice and policy built on ecology. This ought to be easy, not a fight, because food is a right. Whoa.